Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, last session we did a bunch of reviews. How about we get back to what we worked this session before that, which was... we did some changes to Generals mod builder, or mod builder sample even. Let me see that. Let me see. Mod builder sample. Yeah. Mod builder sample. So essentially. Documents. So it added here sample multi-source ini. Sample. Okay. So they added multi-source ini, window, and languages. Okay. And then added tests. Okay, I don't care about this much. It added a bed file. It's every invalid multi-source configuration and expects each of them to fail. Yeah, okay. Okay. Base. Right. Only parts. Multi-source single. What the hell is that here? Okay. That. Only parts. Okay, how about we try to launch that? So let me open this and then let's go to here and then sample GUI. Sample GUI. And then we run that. And that didn't work. No module named platform DS. Well, that's not a good start. 310. Maybe we have the wrong Python version. Hold on. I think we need to launch this one. This one. I don't know what all the spam here is. Okay, let me try that. That works. Okay, great. And then we have a project multi-source. Project multi-source. Okay. What do we do with it? We build it. Build. And that is errors. Raw build thing. Okay. Find thing with plain name. That somehow didn't work. None. Find thing with plain name. Was this touched or? Let's put a breakpoint here. Or put a breakpoint here. Let's see why this is null. Item name, sample languages. Pre-built. So to me it looks like it's sending events for things. Well, there's nothing in there. It's completely empty. Build there, release there. I don't know. Raw build thing. Why is this null? Because sample languages is not built. But somehow the script expects that it is. Or sample languages. There's nothing in here, so... Oh, well, there is now. Okay. Thing. Whoops. Maybe we just can't make the assumption that this is not null. Okay, let's just remove these for now. So, multi-source build. And we have another one. Build item with Blender. Was this ever a problem before? What if we do just project extras? We have the same then. Okay, what if we do project core? Okay, that works. Okay, that's odd. I wonder if the script should not be called if these guys are none. Raw build thing, big build thing, big bundle, raw bundle. Fire events. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what this is supposed to cover here. Is it supposed to send none or not? Raw build thing. I really can't remember how this is supposed to work. Like, why is this inside the build structure? The things that we don't. Oh no, this looks correct. Item bundles. Bundles. Items. Bundles. So we have selected project multi-source, which only contains these 3 items. So the question I have now is why do we see more than just these 3 items? So here in our bundles items, we see all sorts of things and not just the multi-source ones. Why? Why is that? Do work, build, function, do work. Here it only says project multi-source. And then and here it somehow contains all the bundle items. Where does that come from? Make bundles from JSONs. Ah. So this reads all of them. Build step. Build. Build. On build item with Blender. Build item with Blender. Is this perhaps part of this here somehow? Okay, I don't understand why this is happening. It's weird. Multi-source languages. See. There's no mention here of this script. So why is it calling the script? Where's this coming from? Event. Finish build raw bundle item. item with Blender. Projects, blah, mod builder sample. Okay, let's open this one. Blender. Here. So that's part of sample models. So why is this script called when we don't build this thing? So that looks like a mistake, right? Why is that happening? Send bundle events. Was this touched here at all? Build engine. Probably not. Okay, so to me it looks like there's some error here where it sends events for things that are not being built. Yeah. So item. How do we tell that this thing is actually built? There must be some way to tell. Here, is item allowed to build? Bundles items. Allow builds. Is item allowed to build? Packs. Bundles. Yeah, so I suspect it's this one. Bundles items. So if not that, what about packs? If not bundles. Has pack to build. Is item allowed to build? Bundle event type. On builds, post builds, pre-build builds, on release, on install, on run. bit of a dilemma here because not all of these events are for building. There's also install. Bundle event. I think what we need is a def is bundle install event. Yeah. Type, and that's return bool, and then return, oh boy, type equals something. So install or uninstall. And then we need another one. And then we say bundle build event. And there we need to say if type is pre-built or how do we do a next line thingy? Maybe like so. Maybe like so. Okay, so pre-built, built, post-built, release, install, run. Okay, and then we need to copy all of these guys here. Okay, so these are all the build events, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Bundle event type, bundle build event. Okay, and then we go back here and then we say if is bundle this bundle build event bundles. This bundle install events. So is bundle build event, there we give it event type and not that. And then is bundle install event is allowed to install. Is that a thing? No. Has pack is item. Is item allowed to build? Pack list to install. Allow build. Allow install. Looks like we need another function here. Is allowed to install. Allow install. Okay. I'm surprised that this didn't already exist before. Looks like there was an oversight. Okay. So if it is an install event and we're not allowed to install, then this is done here. Okay, and then we need to do the same here. Wait, let me do bool. Say is build event. Is build event, and then is install event. Then we do this here and this there, and then we do the same here. If is build event and not. Here we need to call something else. Has pack to build. Packs. Bundles. Packs. Bundles. Packs. Bundles. Packs. Has pack to build. How do we say that the pack has any item to build? Allow build. Has pack to build. Has pack. Has pack to build. Pack. Wait, let me look at bundle pack. Ah, we can use directly this boolean. Right. not pack, not build. Is install event allow install. Okay, so I think this one will fix the issue, I think. Let's see. Okay. So we select this guy and we click on build, and it has succeeded. Fantastic. How about we make this a separate change? So that will be this one and this one and these things. And then this here, right? Huh? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Patch failed. Okay. Let me also revert. Let me go to mod builder sample, and let's revert this change here, and then we do build, and that still works. Let me do a clean in the build, and that also still works. Okay, great. Then let's go back to mod builder. So this item allowed to install. Oh, I just see there's a mistake here. Build install. Let's go back to bundles. So it looks like this over here. This is an install here. Build install. Build install bundle. What does that do? Install bundle pack. Okay. Build install. To me, it looks like that we should move these two here, also down here. I'm not sure. Let me see where this one is used. Install. Install. Pre-built. Install. Yeah. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but intuitively I would say this one goes down here. Probably makes sense, but I'm not sure. Yeah. It is a mystery. Good. Then let's do that. Okay. Let's run it one more time. So multi-source build. Let me do a clean build. And that has succeeded. Fantastic. Then let's go back to engine. No, bundles. This, okay, blah. Then say fix bundle callback scripts called for items and packs. Say prevent bundle events callback scripts called for items and packs that are not built or installed. Now, what about when it is run? Run. Probably run also needs to go in here, right? Yeah. I'm not sure, but seems reasonable. Okay. Let's hope for the best, huh? It's not getting worse, so it's fine. Okay, let's take that as well. Okay, let's commit that. Okay, so there's that. Then let's check. Let's check if the build looks good. So multi-source ini. So it has built a game lot multi-source. Let's see how that looks. Low, medium, high. Yeah, looks like there's everything in. Multi-source order. Okay, this makes sense. Exactly one source file. Okay, seems to work. Let's take a look at this one. Multi-source appended. Multi-source merge. Okay. Let me see. What is the difference? Multi-source languages. Appended. Multi-source. Okay, let's not delete white space for this one. Yeah. Force where we can. Okay, it's okay. Okay, actually, that makes sense. Okay. English. What is this? Here, build some CSF. Okay. Okay, cool. I think this is looking right. Let's see window as well. Okay, looks normal. We don't really need it for WMD files, I think. Empty wildcard. Okay. Yeah, looks fine, I think. Okay, then let's do then let's take all of that. Okay. Do we want to bump the version yet? I don't think so. Can do that later. Okay, so this one is fine. This one was moved from here basically. Then it did all of these things here. Fine. As a stress test though, let me also build the patch 1, this one, which has by far the most stuff in it. Game patch GUI. Yeah, let me launch that thing. So if this one passes, then that would mean it's in relatively good shape. Let's do full English. I think full English is probably good enough. Yeah, we don't need to build all the languages. Yeah, let's do clean. Yeah. And then we do a build with multiprocessing. Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Does do multiprocessing now. Yeah. I can't remember exactly what the multiprocessing does, but I think it does like it spawns a single process for different items, different bundles, packs and items. Yeah. Yeah, I think for every separate item can be built separately, and every pack. Yeah. Which then speeds up the whole build process because parallelized as good as can be with Python, which has a caveat of being slow. Yeah. Okay, let's have it. Let it build. In the meantime, let's continue here. So blah 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 blah. Okay. Engine has multi-source file. Yes. Okay. Take all of that. I think what we should also test is that if we modify one of these multi-target files, multi-source files, that it then builds it again. Okay, so this one is already completed. Okay, fantastic. Let's close it. Then let's open sample GUI. And let's go to project, game files, data, ini, here, multi-source, ini. And then let's do let's first start it. So essentially we want to build the multi-source first, which is already done. So I make this a bit larger here. So if we press build, then it will figure out that there's no work to be done. So it goes through all the stages and checks if there's any work to do, but finds out there's no work to do. Because everything, there's nothing to do, right? And so now let's go to this one and let's make an edit here. Let's just add an A here at the start. Yeah, so that's modified, and now it should rebuild the game lot thingy. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, it has, let's see, so it has figured that game lot part 1 has been hashed. Wait, maybe we need to go even further. No. here is changed. That one is changed, yeah. And then it will rebuild everything. It will rebuild this one multi-source ini and go through all the stages and build it, and then that's done. Yeah. Okay, so that works. Fantastic. Good. Then okay, great. That worked beautifully. Cloud Code really helped us a lot here to get that shit implemented. That's nice. There's a bit of a duplication here with this stuff here. So delete white space here. And then the same is tested here. Transform. Requires text transform. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Let's make a follow-up change here. I think for now it's fine. Okay, we take this and that, and that's it. Okay, implement multi-source to build any WND, STR, and CSF files with source support for building source. Okay. Then here, let me ask Claude if he can help me refactor here something. Let's do a plan. Please merge. Please simplify functions this and this and that to avoid the duplication of conditions. Maybe build a struct of maybe build a struct in one of the functions. Maybe build a class first that can be reused by both. Let's see how it does with that task. Should be pretty straightforward. Basically, we need a class that takes this iparams and then builds all these fields here and these conditions here, and then can be reused here by these things, by these two functions. Let's see if it can do that nicely. Because otherwise, if you add one new param, you have to like maintain both of these functions, right? Do encode, do exclude, do encode. Where's the do encode? Where's that source encoding? Where's that used? Oh boy, the spam. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's going on here? Yeah, right. So I did see this video here. Let's go through it. So here in this video, you see that so this is retail, and the overlord is shooting with his cannons onto the vehicle drones here. Yeah. So you see, sometimes he's shooting, and then he shoots those drones, yeah, and is spinning around. Found another bug. Let me see. Yeah, that's also a retail bug. It's funny that now, now when we actually fix the bugs, people actually realize, oh wow, there are bugs in the game, right? I remember not so long ago, just a couple years ago, the consensus, not the overall consensus, but like a common consensus in the player community was that the game only needs fixing for the crashes and the mismatches. Maybe some lags as well, right? Connection issues. Like players only cared about these things. But now we are at a stage where we fixed a lot of the crashes and the mismatches and some of the lags, yeah, and people realize, oh, but there are more bugs in the game. Let's fix them as well, right? And I think the more we fix from the top, right, the bigger things, and we go down the list and we fix, one piece after another, people will spot the smaller bugs then, right? So previously the small bugs like Overlord not driving forward to attack here, that would totally be ignored because the game would have crashed, yeah, anyway before the bug was visible, yeah, or mismatched, right? And so, yeah, people maybe would have seen it, but then they immediately would have forgotten 1 minute later after the mismatch screen, right? But now, since the big problems are solved, then they can concentrate on the small issues. And now people are like, oh, there's this bug and this bug and that bug, and then they just realize, oh wow, there's so many bugs in this game, yeah, and it comes as a surprise a little bit, yeah. It's funny, but the bugs have always been there, yeah, always been there. You fix one thing, other bugs become more visible. Yes. I can't think of any reason why it would be occurring more. Can be fixed now. People may be more eager to report anything they see. It's scrap crates, throw explosive bananas. Okay, let's check the next video. Yeah, so this bug happens when they have anti-air guns. So it happens with a Humvee as well, with a Tau missile upgrade. I think it doesn't happen with Gatling tanks and quads that have the primary weapon, but it happens with anything that is like a secondary anti-air weapon. So Humvee, Overlord, and there's probably some other, I don't know. Avenger? No. Avenger only has, well, I don't know. Avenger may not have this gun because this laser maybe targets other units. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a retail bug. Yeah. It's afraid. Classic. Classic. More retail. Mm-hmm. 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 Overlord is shooting on Chinooks. Mm-hmm. Oh, Overlord is shooting here on the Chinooks. Oh man. Mm-hmm. 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 What is this now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If Aurora bomb compared to the normal Aurora behaves differently. Does it? Mm-hmm. Good. So let's see what Claude came up with here. Copy defines copy the text file twice. Transform when needed. Copy defines copy to text file twice. What? Copy to text file. Yes, that's what I added manually. Transform if needed, else plain. Fix it to rename the unconditional variant. Rename the unconditional variant. Why rename? Is live again. So the transform if needed, copy to text file. Okay, I don't understand what that means here. Python keeps the second, so the first is dead. Is it? Huh? What? But this one is used, no? Copy to text file. It's used here. There. Huh? What is it on about? Shadow bug. Copy to text file twice. Transform if needed, else plain copy symlink. Again at line 921. I see. Oh. Oh, I see. Oops. 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 Um. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, let it fix it. Where should the new class live? Module level. Module level. Yeah, let's to put it there. Okay, yeah, that's my mistake. I gave this a name that was already taken by some other function, and I didn't realize. I am surprised that it didn't catastrophically break then. Yeah, that's funny. Because it has the same arguments, is that right? Oh, it does. Fantastic. Yeah. Uh-huh. Great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Very common. We always have one smudge set with 0 smudges. Mm-hmm. Keyword is at performance, I think. Let me double check that. Contributing at performance, yeah. Good. Text transform. Feed evaluation must stay behavior identical. Build copy. Okay, just go ahead, do it. I will review it afterwards. So, but if someone mods generals and adds no selects. Okay, yeah. Select. Yeah, I'm not sure if we really care about such things. Yeah. Someone mods generals and adds no select to an object. That should behavior. Fetch. I'm sure we violated that kind of thing already for new additions. Matched from 0. We basically did not care to handle new features. We basically did not care to handle new features that came from 0. And are not used in generals any. If it is possible, then it should be handled. Good. So what's happening here? So it looks like it wants to test, yeah? Let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then let's take a look at the codes, what it has changed. Copy. Okay, it created a big class here. Okay. Transform is required. Transform text transform params. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Write text file. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Copy to text. Mm-hmm. So okay. Write text file. Mm-hmm. Write text file. Mm-hmm. Okay, what I find a bit confusing now is that it applied multiple changes, so it's now more difficult to understand exactly what has changed here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. text file. Text marker. Begin end. Begin and end token that mark a region of text. Let me ask if it can do the following. The change is a bit complicated to review now. Would it be possible to split the changes to copy.py into two separate commits in the current branch? First, for fixing the copy to text file shadowing bug, and then the rest, and then the second for all the other for the refactoring. Let me see if it can do that. Yeah, because if we have a cleaner history, then it becomes easier to review what it did. That's how I would write it if I wrote this. Let's see. Good idea. Let me split them. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see if I can do it. Because doing it by hand would be quite complicated now. Okay, so it now restored copy.py to head state. What does it do now? The bug fix only. Okay. Go ahead. Programming made easy. Clicking buttons. Yeah. Commits. Yeah, just commit. I don't care. Do what you need to do. Write the files. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see how it did. Okay, so it did merge them. Let's see, can we do a refresh here? Yeah. Okay, so it first renamed this. Yeah, it could have also just merged that into the previous commit. Let's do the following. Let's do the following. We take this here, make a copy, then we reset current branch to here. Next. Then we do a stash. Then we do a reset current branch to here. And then we can merge this down into the other one. Here. Amend. Okay, yes. And then we do a stash pop. And then put that back. Okay, let's review this. So text marker. Text marker. Text marker. Text marker 1 to 4. 1 to 4 here. Text marker. So begin and end. Yeah. Holds the text transformation params of a build file in evaluated form. Each param is checked exactly once here so that the callers no longer need to repeat the conditions that tell whether transformation applies. Each param is checked exactly once here. Exactly once is required. Exactly once here. Let's remove this. Source encoding. Transform lines. Okay. Filter text. Okay. Okay, so it's cool that it's a single class. Yeah, I like that. Exclude markers. Okay, so let me verify that it does what it did before. Exclude marker list. Okay, so it also turned that into list text marker. Aha. Right. That's a better idea to have a begin and end instead of a list in a list. And then text marker T0, T1. What is T? For T, exclude marker list. Okay, is instance, else none. Find this a bit hard to read here, this shit. Can we make the bottom assignments in text transform .init easier to read? Let's see what it can come up with. Cogitating. Yeah, because it's a bit tough to read this shit, at least for me, because stupid tertiary delete comments if this else that. Now it removed them. What the fuck? Okay, it made it functions. Oh boy. Not sure if that's better. Is it better or not? Params get. string has positive number. Get string, get markers. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's also quite verbose. Right? I do like though that this one looks simpler, right? Get string has positive number. Is that what it did before? Has positive number? Yeah. Yeah. Get non-empty string. Delete comments. Params. Yeah, it's a bit verbose, but I think it's nice. It gives them names, so I think that's good. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Do we really need to test this again? Looks pretty straightforward. Can skip the test. It's okay. It looks good enough. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we don't need these comments here. Get string. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough, yeah. I like that. Read lines, write lines. Okay. Transform lines. Filter text. Okay. Okay. I think that's fair. Okay, great. Then so this one is nicely simplified. This one as well. Write text file. Builds one text file from one or more text files in the order that they're listed in. Lines are read without their line ending and are written back with one. So the last line of source file can never merge. Okay. Source, blah, extend, lines, write lines. Okay. Right, text file. Transform to text file. Right, text file. Right, text file. Takes a transform. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. Transform text transform params. Transform is required. Yeah, this one looks good. It passes transform. Yeah. The marker class already existed before. Okay. Text transform. Okay, cool. Okay, let's run the. Oh boy. Then let's do project multi-source. Let's build all of the targets. How about that? Clean. Build. Okay, looks like it has built everything. Let's have a quick look if things are looking normal. Build raw. Okay, cool. Simplify the text transform code. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. So this write text file, let me see the call sites. So it's called here and the transform is passed in there, yeah. And here, transform, transform, if needed, copy to text file if needed. It's interesting that this one, the concat, also calls this. Because it does accept multiple sources. So this file is now called from here, results. Okay, seems to be all in order. Let's commit that as well. Oh. Let's merge this one down. Then let's go to mod builder sample. Okay. Then here we say it generated generated samples for multi-source builds, multi-source items. Okay, fantastic. Good. Then we have that. Now, next, I think we need to do something about how the tool is built, which is currently absolutely abysmal. But I won't start it in this session. What's the time? 2 hours. Yeah, I think I will take a break here. And then next session we probably need to do more reviewing. So. Get sort number, yeah. Sort command list, fast pass by sort number. I think that's good. Get sort number, okay. So what did this fix again? Did he describe that? Matching the full list traversal. Incorrect egg ordering. Okay. 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 That is good. Please add pull IDs, pull ID to commit titles. So this is a network fix and refactor. It's minor gen ZH. Okay. So yeah, okay, I don't have anything to say against this. Makes sense to use consistent sort number. And then this one is a refactor, which hopefully does what it's supposed to do. There's a bug fix comment in the refactor. What does this entail? Good, then I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.